Oh wow, this is ridiculous. It's almost January, and I'm sitting outside in the sun in my dress. I'm always so excited when the seasons change. It helps me live according to the seasons and follow what nature does in that season. But I always really look forward to the winter solstice and the return of light. I don't know if you can hear Olaf doing building works. I hope you can hear me. I can't use my microphones because I didn't charge them. Maybe I should put you closer to me just to be sure that you can hear me all right. I found my old microphone, so I'll be using that because I really want to share these book recommendations with you, or actually, it's author recommendations. There's a couple of authors that I really like. I'm going to share four with you, and unfortunately, only two of them have their work translated into other languages, other than French, that is. But maybe some of you are interested in learning French or improving your French. And I feel that these two that only have their books in French write in a very easy to follow style. It's really the French that the normal, normal French people, that French people would speak every day. So if you read the books, you get a lot of phrases that you can use or recognize when you speak to French people. So the first one is Christian Signol, and his books are always about life in the countryside, about family dynamics, and about people really realizing what's important to them in life. I'm afraid all the books are basically about that, but all the writers that I like, I love that because it makes me reflect about my own life. So the books by Christian Signol, he wrote many. He's very well known in France, unfortunately, though not translated to English. And the second, and I've talked about her before, is Françoise Bourdin. And her books as well are always about a big life change. So oftentimes the character experiences a life-changing life event, a divorce, disease, or their parents die, or something like that. And it makes them rethink their life, their choices. And it usually also has this element, many of her books have this element of the character then moving to the countryside and starting a new life with all that entails. So I love that from, having made that same decision in my life and leaving my life behind and moving to France, to the countryside, starting over basically. I love reading those stories. Unfortunately, all in French, but like I said, it's pretty easy to read if you have a good level of French. This is nothing like the French literature that I was forced to read when I studied French, which can be really difficult to get through. These books read like a wonderful novel, perfect for your holiday, when you just want to escape into somebody else's life and issues and forget about your own. Françoise Bourdin. There is also a Françoise Bourdon with an O. I like her books just as much, actually. It's funny that they have very similar names and they have a very similar style of writing. Now to two authors that have been translated, whose work has been translated. The first one is Marie Bernadette Dupuis. She very similarly talks about family dynamics, choosing for what's right for you, being in touch with what you truly want, all those things. I really, really, I love those kind of novels, as you can probably tell. She has been translated. She's very well known in France and apparently beyond. I didn't know, I just knew her from France. She has written, I don't know how many novels, so you'll be sure to find one that you love. And then the last one, and I think if you're a little interested in French books or French culture, you may have heard of him. It's Marc Levy, and I first read his book Et si c'était vrai? What if it were true? I don't know if that's the official translated title in English, and I think I read that in my early 20s or something. And and I was really, really moved by the story. So his books always have this supernatural kind of element to it. You need to like that. Okay, I realized when editing that I really wanted to know what this is called, and I see that the translation is If Only It Were True, and it has also been turned into a movie in 2005, and I think the title of the movie is Just Like Heaven. I don't want to reveal too much about the story. There is this mystical thing about his books that at the beginning you really don't understand what's going on. So basically what it comes down to for this book, it's someone thinks he's seeing a ghost and gradually understands who the ghost is. That's all I'll say about it. So, but it's nothing, it's not scary. It is this, it's beautiful in a sense that it's about connection and feeling and believing that what you feel and see is true. That is what his books are all about. Yeah, it's if that's the kind of story that you think you would be interested in. He's been translated into I don't know how many. He is very well known internationally as well. So I just wanted to share those couple of writers with you. And if you have any book recommendations, I know I've recommended books before and a couple of you left comments with books and authors that I should check out, I'd be very grateful, and I think a lot of us who are watching this video will be very grateful. So this is what I am ending 2024 with. I'm excited for the next year. I will share with you in a video in January what my plans are for next year. For those who've missed this, have also opened a Patreon. If you don't know what that is, it's a platform where you can support your favorite makers or creators. So we are a small group there at the moment, and I share a little extra content from time to time, but mostly it's a way to be more connected, and it's also a way for you to financially support my work so I can keep making these videos, keep driving across the country to film the most beautiful homes. I have some new home tours planned as well for the next year. I've got so many exciting plans, and I'm just very grateful for the past year. Very grateful for all of you who keep supporting me, who keep leaving comments, who just letting me know that you're there really, and that we feel very similarly about so many things in life and in our world. It just makes me feel like we're all connected, and I need to feel that from time to time. I don't watch the news, but I know there's a lot going on in the world, and I need to be reminded that there are so many people that remember, like I do, that we are all one, and that we're all on this planet together, and we have to make it work together whether we like it or not. And I want to feel that connection just from one human to another, or to, I don't know, 72,000 of you. That's important to me, and so I really, really value that you're here and that you're watching, and also that you're letting me know that you're watching, because that's a way for me to, you know, have a name and have a feeling of connection behind the numbers of the subscribers, if that makes sense. So thank you again so much. I really do hope we continue to see each other and be connected in the next year. I am wishing you all the best, and I will be back with a new video in January.